Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Monday's assembly. Our assembly for this term is all about resilience. Remember the two strands, positive attitude to learning and other. So what we're focusing on this week is about the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. So pause my voice for a while and listen to Miss Farrow's Makaton Signs video. This week, she would like us to concentrate on our feelings, expressing how we're feeling. How are you? Happy? Worried? Angry? Those are the signs she would like us to explore this week. And once you've finished, listen to the Makaton Signs video. You can listen to Miss Lois's video about the eagle pose that she wants us to explore this week. You can find Miss Farrow's link on our school YouTube channel as well. And eventually it'll be on the website, but for now, look for it. If you can't click on this, look for it on our YouTube channel. So off you go. Then listen to Miss Lois's description of eagle pose, which will help you with your strength, your balance, your focus, your endurance, and above all, resilience. If you click down below, the video, the recording is there. So off you go. Now, onwards, let's get on with our assembly. A quote of the week this week is from Helen Keller. She was an American author and lecturer. Sadly, she's no longer with us. And she was the first deaf and blind person to earn a degree, an arts degree. Can you imagine that? She could not see, she could not hear, and she managed still to overcome lots of challenges to get a degree. And she came up with a wonderful quote: "We can do anything we want as long as we stick to it long enough." Wow. We can do anything we want as long as we stick at it long enough. That's all about perseverance, isn't it? Do you always persevere and try your hardest to do your best, not your second best? Remember, our video is all about resilience. It is a really important value, and I believe that values help guide our thinking and our behavior. Are you using resilience to help your behavior? So last week I asked you to review respect and perhaps review your display on respect in class. So if I was to walk into your classroom and say, "Oh my gosh, you guys have been so respectful," what would that look like? So maybe you want to have a bubble around respect for yourself, another one bubble about respect for others, another bubble about respect for your learning. You know, are you putting in maximum effort? And a bubble about respect for your objects in your learning environment. It's up to you. You and your classmates are creating a display so it can be the way you want it to look. So on to our termly focus, which is resilience. What does resilience look like to you? I love this picture of a plant, somehow really with a lot of resilience, growing in the middle of a tree trunk. That is great resilience. So I hope last week you started to think about resilience and coming up with your class definition of what does it mean to be resilient. Remember, we have the thinking map displayed in class that has the two strands that can help you to come up with a definition of resilience. So think about resilience for your learning and resilience for life. How do you, display resilience in everything you do, especially when you have challenges and setbacks? You also have this poster in class to look at. We looked at a few of these last week. Some of the points we looked at, the top few. How about the ones at the bottom? How about having resilience to keep going, to have a go? Sometimes it takes a lot of effort just to get going, to have a go, but be resilient, do it. How about being resilient and having a positive attitude? I really believe that if you've got a positive attitude, you can achieve anything because you're going to just really go for it. Being resilient to withstand stresses and anxieties. But last of all, how about being resilient to bounce back? That's the one I want us to look at this week, the bouncing back. So if I was to walk into your room and go, okay, well done everyone for being super resilient, 2 class dojo points, what would I be seeing? What would I see in your class that would show me that you guys are being resilient? So you can create this class display, very similar like the respect one, about resilience. Again, being resilient in your work, being resilient in your attitude, in everything you do, being resilient when you have a setback, a challenge, and being resilient in, with a particular thing that you find difficult. What should you do when you have something that's difficult? You could think about different aspects of resilience and come up with a display about it. Now, remember last week, we looked at this quote from Nelson Mandela, amazing quote from Nelson Mandela. And he said, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I'll say it again. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Remember, you, me, everyone at some time will find something difficult and challenging. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. And we all stumble and fall. Resilience is the determination, no matter how hard something is, to never give up, to persevere and keep on going with positivity. Pause my voice for a while and click on this link and watch the video about bounce back, because I truly believe that resilience is when you've had a setback, it's about how you bounce back. Off you go. So, to be resilient, what does that mean? Being resilient, bounce back. What does that mean? Love the video, but what does it mean? Well, we're going to have challenges in life. We all have challenges. You have challenges in maths, you have challenges in English, you have challenges maybe amongst your friends. Maybe you find something really difficult to do. I can't really walk up heights. I find that really challenging. So we're all going to have challenges. We're all going to fail sometimes. It's natural to fail because things are challenging. We all make mistakes when no one's perfect. It's about how we learn from our mistakes. It's what we learn from our failures. It's what we learn from our challenges. We all fall, but it's having that positive attitude to overcome a fall and get up. Sometimes I'm so embarrassed when I fall, but it's about getting up positively and just keep on going, knowing that if you're learning to ride the bike, you're going to fall many times before you learn to ride the bike. There are so many adversities in life. It's about your attitude to them and coming back from them. And we're going to have upsets. Some will upset you, you might upset someone else. It's about how you deal with these upsets. And we are all, I think all of these things are setbacks, challenges, failures, mistakes, falls, adversities, and upsets. These are all setbacks. So how do we bounce back from a setback? So I believe that sometimes you can overcome challenges and setbacks with the help of others, like your friends, the adults in school, your parents and family. But first, this is the key ingredient, but first you must want to get up, to continue to do your best and overcome. If you fail or fall, it is about how you get up. I'm going to pause again. I want you to click on this YouTube link and watch another little film. Look at that quote. When you don't give up, you cannot fail. This person, this athlete did not fail. He did not give up. Then he had the help of his father. So first of all, he had the right attitude. Then he got some help from someone else. So he's not a failure. He is resilient. So I'm going to pause, watch the video. Off you go. Derek Redmond has a positive, resilient attitude to life. In the face of many adversities, this one in particular, he rose. He rises every time. He overcomes and keeps on going, and he turns a failure into a personal win. He is resilient. Are you? Did you know that Thomas Edison made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts to invent the light bulb? Wow, 1,000, but he never gave up. He never quit, not even when he lost 2 jobs. He learned from his mistakes and kept on going. And thank God he did, so that we now have light inside our homes. So, like Derek Redmond, like Thomas Edison, never ever give up. Be determined and don't quit. Try, and try again. Remember, our sign for resilience is on and on and on and on. Never give up. Be prepared to fail or fall, and each time get up and keep on going. A failure is only a failure if you give up. If you keep on going, you are learning and improving and will eventually win. So failing is an opportunity to learn. Remember, resilience is about your attitude, your determination, your mindset to bounce back. So resilience is how well you can overcome or bounce back from barriers or challenges you face in life. So let's end our assembly with a discussion. Discuss this or the next slide. Remember, would you rather game means you pick one or the other. You can't have both. So would you rather see colours that no one else can see, or smell smells that no one else can smell? See colours that no one else can see, or smells that no one else can smell. Okay, like that one. Or what about this one? Would you rather live as long as you wanted to, or be the strongest superhero in the whole world? So live as long as you want to, or be a strongest superhero in the whole world? Not interested in either of those two? What about this one? Is learning ever like this? So this picture is about someone seeing learning as, something difficult that you have to push uphill to a goal, to an end point. Do you see learning like that? Do you see learning like very difficult, pushing it up a hill? Well, how would you describe the process of learning? So before we go, let me ask you this question again. Is being more resilient something you will think about more in the future? Are you going to be more resilient? Does resilience help you with your learning? So as we prepare for our moment of reflection, think about how resilience helps us to do our best, to be a better person. These images show plants that shouldn't even be growing where they are in dry soil, but they are. They are really resilient. Look at this young girl. She's been resilient by balancing on a beam. That's great resilience. What about working hard at your learning, your studies today? Really trying to problem solve. There's someone really being really ambitious and resilient climbing that wall. You can be resilient by really listening and participating in lessons, really being engaged, not giving up. That's resilience. Resilience comes in all shapes and forms. Look at this. Two talk partners really working hard, being resilient, trying to solve a problem. That's resilience. Resilience in every day comes in lots of different shapes and forms. These are all examples of resilience. Resilience doesn't have to just take place in school. It can take place outside of school with your home learning, with everything that you have to do outside. Here's adults trying to paddle upstream, being extremely resilient. And I don't think we're supposed to be able to balance our bodies on the points of our feet. The amount of effort and practice that must have gone into this is another symbol of resilience. And last but not least, we've all tried to learn to ride a bike and taken off the stabilizers and fallen. How many times did we fall off our bike before we could learn to ride it? Getting up each time is us being resilient. You can be resilient. So let's close our eyes and have a moment of reflection. I've got two different ones. See which one you like. Here's a new one. Here in Rutherford School, Rutherford House School, I know that I'm respectful and respected. I believe in myself. I can do hard things. I am mentally strong. I can make good choices. My ideas are unique. I reach for the stars and beyond. I have high expectations and goals. I am enthusiastic. I always do my best, not my second best. I am helpful. I am loved. If you don't like that one, how about our more traditional one that we've been doing week after week? I think some of you like this one. Here in Rutherford House School, let our rooms be full of happiness and respect for each other. Let love be in our hearts with kindness and compassion for all. Let us persevere to achieve our ambitious goals. Let us be calm and peaceful at all times. Let us aim to always do our best. Let us enthusiastically embrace new learning opportunities, working in partnership with those around us, while seeking ways to help others. Let us remember, in learning together, we grow together and succeed together. Thank you for showing such wonderful respect for listening so well to our values assembly. Remember, have a great week doing your best, not your second best. And remember to be resilient. If you notice someone else being resilient, whether it be in school, outside of school, whether it's a child or an adult, why don't you tell them? Tell them you deserve a resilience award because they're being so amazingly resilient. Okay, have a great week. Looking forward to seeing your displays around the school. Enjoy the week. Be careful.